Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video here on Bitcoin. Hope you're all having a great weekend so far, and what we'll do is just a full update on kind of what to expect heading into next week and just in general what's going on right now. In short, not a lot. Alright, so the markets right now are a little bit quiet. The volume is the lowest since it has been in the last 3 weeks or so. So that gives you a bit of an idea of what's going on right now in the markets. But that's also because of Thanksgiving last week, which basically meant that the volume already started dropping down on Thursday. And there were some spikes in volume on Friday. Volume held up relatively well, but then over the course of the weekend, as usual, it started dropping down. Now, talking about next week, we have, in terms of economic data, which I do think matters, we have Powell speaking on Thursday. We have initial jobless claims on Thursday, and the other one on Wednesday, excuse me. And on Friday, we have unemployment rate and non-farm payroll. So that's going to be very, very interesting. So keep an eye out for that. Ultimately, at the moment, Bitcoin is just stable here. All right, it looks like we're going to get a pretty decent weekly candle close here. If I may check this out, what did I delete? Let me delete this real quick. But no, it seems like we're going to get a pretty decent weekly candle close here with that big spike down, but actually closing on top of a huge amount of support levels. So that's great to see. I mean, at some point of time, I do think the weekly candles are going to be a little bit more flat. This is still ridiculously parabolic. And that's also, I mean, if you look at the 4-hour time frame here, I would say there's still a slight bullish bias. And I think that's also normal. I mean, the Coinbase Bitcoin premium is still high, so that's still a good sign. Like I've told you for the last couple of days. At the moment, the dollar strength index is also still weak, so that, if that continues, is very bullish for crypto. And then outside of that, I also still very much believe that the USDT dominance will at least make one lower low before potentially making some higher lows, and just in general calming down, which is also bullish, all right? Because you want the USDT dominance to be as low as possible, because that means that most of the money is deployed. So overall, that is kind of what the main driver is for me, that I do think we're going to at least get some more bullish momentum. But the thing is that when we're talking about the next 24 hours, with that low volume and with the consolidation now, what that usually means, and I did not check this out, but it's normal. What that usually means is that there's a lot of liquidity around the price, right? And that's also what you can see right here. They say this is not absolute, all right? These are just predictions of liquidity, but they say there's a lot of liquidity just above 99,000. There's a lot of liquidity just under 95,000. So in the short term here, there's definitely altcoins that look good here, and I do think there's altcoin opportunities. But what's also true is that the Bitcoin dominance is at support. Bitcoin itself is kind of consolidating here on the 1-hour time frame, on the 4-hour time frame. So do I think we're going higher? Yes, but the next 24 hours will be very volatile, all right? And we could, for example, have like a spike down into 94,000 before spiking back up, consolidating, and then going up to 99,000, right? So moves like that, you should be prepared for. Like if there was at any point of time a moment that this was most likely, right now with the liquidity, and the low volume, so also just in general, well, the liquidity on exchanges the order book is thinner. I think that's the best way to say it. Be prepared for this, all right? I think ultimately the direction for now, given what the fundamentals are doing, is still up. But that doesn't mean that you can just simply buy Bitcoin and it'll be all right. Long term, it will. Short term, I'd be a bit careful. But those are my thoughts. I think spike down, consolidation, continuation up is most likely for now. If you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments, of course. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.